everybody. If you guys are watching the replay, welcome. And if you guys are catching this live in the private Facebook group, welcome. I'm also going to post this video on YouTube because a lot of people are always asking over and over what my late day is and why it's called a late day. So with this video, I'm putting it on YouTube because it'll be an easy place to find it, and all of you guys can refer back to it when you need something to do, or you need to tell your husband, like, hey, this is why I'm doing what I want to do, because it's my late day. So I understand a lot of you guys are going to be on here because it's in the mid-morning. I'm not used to going live in the mid-morning because all of you guys are available in the evening. There's a few of you on. Hi. Okay, so I'm going to make this really quick. I'm talking about my late day. Today is the 26th. And it is March, and my birthday is July 26th. So that means the 26th of every single month is my late day, okay? I want to tell you guys a story, though. When I was growing up, there were 8 kids in my family, and my mom was done having kids by 30. So we were all very close. My mom had 8 kids in 11 years. So with that, there was a lot of birthdays, a lot of kids, lots of things going on, and I was born 2 days after my sister turned 6. So we've always had really close birthdays. So growing up, that meant that I had to share my birthday, and she probably would, at some birthdays, was just as unhappy about that as I was. So growing up, my birthday, again, is July 26th, and my parents made a good habit of going out of town for like 4 years on my birthday, from like 11 to 15, probably even more than that. So I always remember, like, nobody really cares about my birthday. That's what my thought was a lot of the time. So when I grew up, you know, when I'm an adult, my dad's like, you can do whatever you want when you grow older. So for my birthday, I decided to do what I want to do, and I found myself still sharing a birthday after I was married, because we always celebrated family birthdays. So I was still sharing my birthday, and we were out of town. We were all up at the lake, my family, and my family had a cake for my sister. And I was sad. My sister's probably going to watch this, and it's nothing against you. It's just a situation of 2 birthdays together. So I turned 20. I had 2 kids, and I was like, you guys are celebrating her birthday when we're all together? Well, what about my birthday? And to be fair to her, it was on her actual birthday. So for her side, it's like, why should we celebrate your birthday? It's not your birthday. It's my birthday. Your birthday's in 2 days. But for me, I was like, they always remember her birthday, not mine. And I know that's just my perception growing up. So anyway, after that, it was really nice because Aubrey threw me a surprise birthday where my whole family got together, and I really, really liked that. However, I didn't feel good throwing a fit about it. Like, the only reason I got a surprise birthday is because I threw a fit about it, and I shared that I was like, that's not fair. And so it was really nice of my husband, but I was like, I am not going to do that every year. I'm not the type to throw a fit to get what I want. But what I started doing was taking time for myself. So my birthday, your birthday really is like the only day out of the year where you can really be as selfish as possible. You're celebrating yourself. It's not like Christmas or Easter where, you know, people are used to getting gifts and you're supposed to be celebrating something else. But your birthday is like, it's your day. It's celebrating you. So my birthday is on December 26th, so no one remembers my birthday. I'm going to remember your birthday because it's on the 26th. It's on the 26th. We have the same late day. So with my birthday, one year, my sister, a different sister, was like, it's your birthday, what do you want to do? And she took my kids, she made me a cake, but I just like got to take a nap, watch my own show on Netflix, and it was really nice. And I was like, I'm just going to do this every year. I'm going to do what I want to do because that's the only day of the year where you really can be like, no, it's my birthday. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's where it started. I started just celebrating my birthday however I wanted to. Usually, for me, I kind of just disappear. I will tell Aubrey, like, I'll check in if I want to, but I'm going to go out and do what I want to do. So, like, I've gone to Lagoon with one of my sisters. I go and get a pedicure. I sometimes will go out to eat with whoever wants to go with me, or I'll just go by myself. So with that, I was like, this is really nice, and I shouldn't have to throw a fit to do this, and I shouldn't get to do this only one time a year. So what I started doing is my late day, and the whole reason it's called a late day is you get to stay up later. In my case, I had to stay up later so I could actually be free from the kids, so I started calling it a late day. So that means the 26th of every month, I would tell my husband, like, hey, it's 6 o'clock, you're going to change diapers, you're going to put the kids to bed, and I'm going to do what I want to do. Because everybody needs a time to take a break, and you shouldn't have to just wait one time a year to do that for yourself. So I started saying the 26th of every single month, that's my late day, that's what I get to do, to remind myself that I'm important, and hey, I get to do what I want once in a while. So with that, the kids were like, why don't we get a late day? That's not fair. And I was like, you know what? You guys should have a late day. So it turned into, it's not just me saying I'm important on my late day, but it's like all of my kids, they all have their late day. And so now it's non-negotiable. So all the kids have theirs. Aubrey's is the 5th. Leah's is the 30th. Liz's is the 9th. Lexi's is 23rd. Layla's is 13th. And mine is the 26th. So we also stick to calling it a late day because when one of the kids gets to stay up, I don't want to let them stay up super late, so I try and put all the rest of the kids to bed a little bit early so they get to do it. So with the late day, it's transformed over time, but basically it's a time for me as a parent to take time with one of my kids and say, hey, what do you need? What do you want to do? It doesn't matter what anybody else wants to do. Like, what do you want to do tonight? And so a lot of times it ended up like us watching a show together, or they get to stay up and watch a movie and eat some popcorn or something. But I wanted to make it a little bit more deliberate than that, because as I teach my clients and you guys about self-care, it shouldn't just be a distraction. It shouldn't be something that kind of numbs your mind. It should be like, pay attention, like, what do I want to do? What am I neglecting? What do I want to take the time for that I feel like normally I don't have the time for? So with this, I created a little chart for each of my kids, and it goes into my closet, and it's hanging in my closet, and every single month they get to decide an activity. So we wanted to make sure that we were getting a good variety, and that it's not just me taking care of the kids on the late day, but Aubrey also gets time as well. So here are 12 things that I put on my kids' late day chart, and it says their name, and it says what day of the month it is. So home time with mom, out to dinner. One of them is their birthday, home time with mom again. They can go out for ice cream, home time with dad, a play date with a friend. They can go out to a movie, home time with mom, time with Grandma and Grandpa Barker, time with Grandma and Grandpa Hansen, and home time with dad. And then on the bottom of the paper it says, try to plan at least 3 days in advance what you want to do. Because sometimes their late day is a Sunday, and we're not going to go out to dinner, and we're not going to go out to a movie on a Sunday. Or sometimes if they want to spend time with Grandma and Grandpa, well, for Grandma and Grandpa Hansen, they still work, so it needs to be on a weekend. Grandma and Grandpa Barker, sometimes they like them during the day. So it's like all these different things just make a difference. So it's not, we don't necessarily like stay up late all of the time. That's just what it's called. So when we talk about it in the group, sometimes people are like, what is a late day and why do you call it a late day? So it has transformed from the beginning, but the purpose of it, the reason why I celebrate my late day and why I give one to my kids and my husband is because they're important too, and your late day is non-negotiable. So if you are acting crazy, if you're like, I'm so stressed out, I have so much to do, then you need your late day. Or if you're doing real good at taking care of yourself, you still get to take your late day. And the same is true with kids. If you have a kid that's just getting into trouble left and right, causing problems, they need their late day. And if they're being really, really good, then reward them with a late day. So I just tell my kids it's non-negotiable. Technology should not be the go-to. Like, it should be more of quality time and not just numbing time. So the 26th is my late day. I have done different things for my late day. I have not planned my late day, but a lot of times I want to watch a movie at home by myself. We have a theater room. That's Aubrey's office. And guess what? I do not use it as much as I want to, because I feel like if I am going to sit down and watch a movie, I feel like I'm wasting time, because I have so much that I want to do, so much that I got to get done. And so I have a hard time letting that go. But when it's my late day, I'm like, nope, one time a month at the very least, I'm going to take time for myself and make sure that it's something that I want to do. And if you never take those moments, that's where stress builds up, and that's where problems happen, and that's where you start to say, I'm not important, like, that can wait. But no, you are important. You need to take your late day. So my late day is the 26th, and I want you guys to comment. There's a few of you on here. Comment where your late day is, and I want you to put it in your phone. Another thing I do is every single late day, it pops up on my phone at 9 a.m. It reminds me whose late day it is. And the kids count down to it, and it's fun. It's really, really fun, because they get to decide what they want to do, and that is something I wish more than anything I could have done with my parents, because there was so much going on. It would have been nice to just know that at the very least, one time a month, I was going to get some time with my parents and do what I want to do, or spend the time to talk to them or have them listen unconditionally. And I want to make sure that this self-care is not something that I do to stay sane, but my kids also do to recognize that they can refocus every once in a while and know that mommy or daddy's always going to have something, some time set aside for them. Even, you know, once a month is like minimum. Like, we should be doing way more than that. But for your late day is easy to remember. It's non-negotiable, and it's kind of like a treat. Like, you get to do something that you want to do. So, your late day, I want you guys to recognize what it is. Put it in your phone. Set a reminder that every single month on that day, 9 a.m., remind yourself that it's your late day. And decide what you want to do for development / sometimes it's distraction. It just needs to be a time where you take a step back and say, this is what I need. I'm worth it. I deserve it. And all that. So that's the message I wanted to share today. And if you guys are in the live, if you guys are catching this again in the group, I want you guys to comment. Tell me what your late day is. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, I want you guys to subscribe, ask any questions, and you guys can join my public group on Facebook called Fun and Sustainable Fitness by Marcy Barker. You guys are awesome. I will see you later.